Picture this. It's November 26, 1916. The air is thick with anticipation as a crowd gathers around a giant milk can filled with water. Inside, a man is about to make history. His name? Harry Houdini. Now, you may know Houdini as a master magician and astonishing escape artist, but his story starts long before he ever stepped onto a stage. Born Erich Weiss in Budapest, Hungary in 1874, Houdini was one of 7 children. His family emigrated to the United States when he was just 4 years old, settling in Wisconsin. From a young age, Houdini had a flair for the dramatic, performing trapeze acts as Eric, the Prince of the Air, by the tender age of 9. As a teenager, Houdini was captivated by magic. He was particularly inspired by the French magician Jean-Eugène Robert Houdin, so much so that he adopted Houdini as his stage name in homage to him. But it wasn't until his 20s that he began to gain recognition. Houdini made a name for himself by performing card tricks and other traditional magic acts, but he yearned for something more. Houdini found his calling in escape acts. He started with handcuffs, lockpicking his way to freedom in front of stunned audiences. But soon, that wasn't enough. Houdini began to escape from more elaborate contraptions: locked trunks, straitjackets, even a coffin buried 6 feet under. His most famous act, the Chinese water torture cell, involved him being suspended upside down in a glass and steel cabinet filled with water. Yet it wasn't just the daring escapes that made Houdini a legend. He was a master showman, knowing just how to build suspense and keep the audience on the edge of their seats. He often invited skeptics and law enforcement officers on stage to verify that his escapes were genuine. And when he finally emerged, gasping for breath and triumphant, the audience would erupt into applause. But Houdini's life wasn't all magic and spectacle. Off-stage, he was a tireless advocate for the truth. He spent much of his later life debunking spiritualists and mediums, using his knowledge of magic to expose their tricks. He even offered a $10,000 reward to anyone who could prove their supernatural powers were real. No one ever claimed it. Houdini's death on Halloween in 1926 was as dramatic as his life. After a performance in Detroit, he was struck in the stomach by a student testing his claim that he could withstand any blow. The punch ruptured his appendix, and Houdini died of peritonitis days later. Even in death, Houdini remained a figure of intrigue, with rumors of murder and conspiracy theories swirling. In the end, Houdini's legacy is not just about his spectacular escapes, but also his relentless pursuit of truth, his showmanship, and his ability to captivate an audience. Whether he was wriggling out of a straitjacket or debunking a medium, Houdini was a master of his craft, and his influence on magic and entertainment continues to this day. That's the story of Harry Houdini, the man who could escape from anything, except perhaps his own legend.